Welcome back to another episode of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. In this episode we're going to be looking at Kylo Ren and we're going to be looking at his reworked abilities. His basic is called Raged Cut, where it deals physical damage to the target enemy with a 75% chance to inflict heal immunity for 2 turns and a 75% chance to inflict damage over time for 3 turns. In all honesty, I don't feel that there's been a massive improvement to his basic. Yes, once he crits, once he works off his unique, it does hit a lot harder, but without that being active, it hits around about the same. It doesn't hit too much harder than it previously did. His first special ability is called Lash Out, and this has a 4-turn cooldown. This is Kylo Ren's area of effect attack, where it deals physical damage to all enemies and gain retribution for 2 turns. First order allies and allies with advantage gain 25% turn meter. Starting at the beginning of the match, this AoE attack does around about a basic average kind of attack. It's not too great, but once it starts getting pumped up from the unique, oh boy, this does some serious damage, and this can be doing AoEs consistently of 12 to 16k. On the defense, this special is what Kylo Ren uses the most, and this is the one that you'll see used the most by Kylo Ren. This ability is also going to feed turn meter to first order allies and also give allies with advantage that 25% turn meter. And Kylo Ren uses Lash Out a lot. That is a lot of turn meter in one battle. So we have his second special ability, which is called Outrage. This does have a Zeta ability, so I'll go over the details of the standard Omega, then I'll go on to the Zeta. So what this does is it deals physical damage to the target enemy, and if Kylo Ren has full health, inflicts stun for 1 turn. This attack deals 75% more damage if Kylo is below full health. This special ability right here is amazing. It can do some serious damage to the enemy, but it does still again have its issues. Again, on defense, if there is more than one enemy, the AI automatically uses Lash Out and ignores his Outrage, even though Kylo Ren is below full health. But it depends if that's going to benefit you. If you are running a first order team, then him using Lash Out is probably going to be better for your team overall. That turn meter. His Zeta ability recovers protection equal to the damage dealt on Outrage. This is great for the offense because you can keep using Outrage as much as it allows you. Bad again on defense because you're probably not going to get the full use of this if there is more than one target still alive. Kylo Ren's unique is called Unstoppable. Whenever Kylo takes damage, he gains 50% defense and 15% offense for 1 turn and has a 50% chance to reset his cooldowns. Kylo takes reduced damage from percent health damage effects and gains 10 speed for each debuff on him. Whenever Kylo Ren uses a special ability, he gains damage over time for 2 turns. You're probably sitting there thinking, what does Kylo Ren put damage over time on himself and what benefit is that going to do? Well, it's quite simple really. If he puts this damage over time on himself, what's going to happen is going to then cause damage. This is then going to give him that 50% defense, 15% offense, and it's also going to give him that 50% chance to reset his cooldowns. So in the smaller terms, what that's going to do is if you ignore Kylo Ren, he uses a special ability, he's going to damage himself, he's going to gain offense, he's going to gain defense, and he's going to keep using his special abilities. Also on top of this, the more damage that Kylo takes, either by dots that he inflicts on himself or the attacks that you go for him first, this is going to make Kylo much stronger. That 50% defense and that 15% offense will stack. Kylo Ren's rework has definitely done him justice and definitely made him that much more viable, that you can use him in the arena team, and most of all, it has brought First Order back to life. If you've seen all them reworks that they have done on them characters, they are now a synergy team. But is he good for you? Is he bad for you? The way we got to look at that is the thesmithied way, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Let's start with the good. So starting with the good, his is arena viability. He is very good for defense on the arena side of things. He's very tanky. He does have, excluding mods, a 24,448 health. He does have 128 speed, but however, he does gain speed from his unique when debuffs are applied. So you really want to be putting your Kylo Ren safely around the 200 mark, and the rest will be taken care by his unique. At the moment, the popular, the most used is Darth Vader Zeta leadership. Kylo Ren feeds from these dots. It gives him power. It gives him speed. This is definitely one of his major attributes, that he has got this ability that is basically an anti-Darth Vader Zeta lead. Or you could use him under a Darth Vader Zeta lead against another Darth Vader, because he is going to benefit it either way and be an anti-Darth Vader on a Darth Vader. So yeah, he is very, very viable in a Darth Vader Zeta team, and he's also viable against a Darth Vader Zeta team. His reworked unique, in my opinion, is one or even the best uniques currently in this game. Unlike Anakin Skywalker, where his allies get hurt, you can ignore Anakin Skywalker for an amount of time. You could then put shock on him to stop him from gaining that turn meter, so when you damage those allies, unlike Anakin Skywalker, Kylo Ren is the opposite. The longer you allow him to build up these dots on himself and use his specials, the more powerful he becomes. We're currently in a debuff meta, so this feeds directly into how Kylo Ren fits into this. He could be used alone in your team, as shown in this video, or he could be used with his newfound synergy with the First Order team. So we've gone over the good, now let's go over the bad. Kylo Ren is another great character from them Cantina nodes. If you don't currently have him, he is again another farmable character like TIE Fighter Pilot, like B2, but in my opinion I wouldn't say he is as valuable as those characters, because in my opinion on his own without a First Order team, I would only say he is only viable in the arena. That brings me on to his gear. So he does only require 2 raid gear, but he does require 330 gold and 1,120 purple pieces. The reason why I've put this as a bad, it's not the total amount of required pieces to get Kylo Ren up to max gear, it's more the pieces of the 300 Mark III Cabantes and also the Mark V stun guns required just to take Kylo Ren to gear 10. You don't need any more Cabantes to take him from gear 10 to 11. You don't need any more stun guns, but it is solely the amount to get him to gear 10, and it does require quite a bit to get him there. So we've gone over the good, we've gone over the bad, now let's have a look at the ugly. As great as the Kylo Ren rework is, his biggest flaw is definitely his critical chance. His critical chance sits at 28.71%. That is very, very low. And this is excluding mods. This is at gear 11. This means you're going to have to pour in a lot of critical chance into Kylo Ren to get him viable above 50% critical chance. The argument would definitely be that you could go for the offense mods and lack the critical chance, but in my opinion I find that critical chance does hit a lot harder than these offense mods, and critical chance with that boost to 216% is going to do a lot more when it crits versus the offense mods. Kylo Ren can also go into a First Order squad, making that critical chance meaningless around all that turn meter and advantage, but the biggest issue that you've got there is that 2 of those characters are only farmable from hard nodes. Then on top of that, you've also got the 80 Zetas to fully max out a First Order team. In the arena, the First Order are generally slow, except for one character, excluding mods, has 145 speed. The rest of them are below 130 speed. So we've gone through the good, we've gone through the bad, and we've gone through the ugly. So now, for the second time ever in my videos, am I going to grade the character. I'm going to grade Kylo Ren a B. I don't feel that missing out on this character is going to have an overall effect on your team if you don't currently have him. He is a great character and he is very, very strong, and he does hit very, very hard. However, I don't feel his presence will change the meta. But if you are to go after Kylo Ren, I can say you will not be disappointed. He's great to use in the arena, and most all, he is very fun to use. So what's your thoughts on Kylo Ren? Are you going to farm him? Are you going to add him to your list of farmable characters? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching my video today. If you have enjoyed this video, please make sure that you use those force powers of yours to not only subscribe, but also hit that like button. As always, I'm the Smithied, may the force be with you always.